Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 7th to the 16th, 2022 money and career reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. So whenever the cards stick to my hands when I'm shuffling them, that's spirit telling me, okay, it's time to stop. Those are yours. So you have the Empress. The Empress has been coming up a lot in these readings. And we have the Hangman. So there's a birthing forth of creativity and insight and ideas and desires. And we're also going to be pregnant with these ideas. So it can be that we're incubating them during this time. We're really mulling them over, getting a feel for how they want to be presented to the world, how these ideas are coming forward in us. And then we're seeing things so differently than we've seen them before. There's an inspiration coming forward, but there's also a very creative, innovative touch to us during this time. So let's see the energy we have to be mindful of. Ooh. So we have two here. We have the King of Pentacles, who has also shown himself a lot during this time. And we have the Princess of Cups. This is an emotionally immature person. This is a person who has all the feelings and then, kind of thinks about it later. Then it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done this. But they usually just kind of charge full speed ahead with very disruptive, corruptive feelings, emotions that bleed into everything. This person has a very good business mind, but they're also going to be very rigid when it comes to certain things. Now, this could be two different people, but for somebody, it's one person, and they're kind of like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of thing, where they're immature emotionally, but they're super, strict when it comes to money and ideas and everything like that. So just be aware. It's a hard person to read and really find your footing with. Actually, they're rather chaotic. So I would highly suggest not working with them as much as possible, kind of avoiding them. So let's look at the chakra energy. Ooh, we have two here as well. We have the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet with rebirth. And we have the heart chakra with the inner child. So here, we're actually feeling our inner child. We're feeling ourselves be reborn during this time. And that's going to be really nice. There's a real sense of our heart transforming and of us breaking out of a mold that we felt stuck in, that didn't really mesh with and connect with our authentic selves, with what we really wanted. And now it feels like, okay, I'm becoming free again. I'm becoming me again, which is really nice, because there is a sense around this time and, that we kind of lost ourselves along the way, fell into anxiety, depression, doubt, fear, and we can feeling guilty about kind of stepping out of that realm because of everything that's going on in the world. But there's a real sense of, I have to step into my life and I can't be controlled by everything else. So that is going to be very important during this time. So let's see here. Okay, Spirit's saying go again. Okay. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Universe, which is the World card, and the Four of Swords. We need to rest and recuperate and take time for us. If we feel really run down and we need to take a nap. We need to be able to take care of ourselves. We're going to have a tendency to just want to push forward, push forward. I just feel, and it's for some of us more so than others, right? One person in particular, where you just get a muddy mind, like everything gets really slow and it gets overwhelming. And this is saying to us, okay, we have to rest, we have to relax, we have to calm ourselves, center ourselves. That's going to be really important during this time, because we are seeing things differently, and there's a part of us that's awakening, but that part won't awaken if we're just completely exhausted. So being aware of that, we have this gift from God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe coming in. And this is the Ace of Wands. This is passion, this is creativity. We want to see a gift of the wands coming in when we're talking about careers, right? And so here we're looking at things so differently than we have looked at them before. We're opening up our minds, we're opening up our instincts, we're opening up what we desire, and there's this real sense of passion, there's this real sense of beauty coming forward here. And there's also, again, this real sense of being inspired in ways that we thought, oh, I'll never be inspired like that again, or I'll never have that spark again. We then have the universe, and the universe is the opening up of doors. There is such a sense of beauty to us. There is such a sense of instinct to us. There is such a sense of doors that we thought were closed, or doors that we never even knew that we needed opened in our lives. They are starting to open now. And it almost feels like we're coming home into our passion, into what we love, into what we want, into who we are. We're finding ourselves rising and rising and rising. And that's going to be really quite beautiful. But again, if we don't rest, we won't feel this way. We're just going to feel really stressed and a bit weepy. So be mindful of that. Okay. And so here we have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Three of Cups. So yeah, that feeling weepy right here is the clown. Yeah, the clown, look at that face. It's so upset, right? So here it's being in our own head. And that's going to be something that's robbing our rest. And that's why divinity is coming through so strongly, saying we need to rest. We need to take care of ourselves. Because with the Nine of Swords, we get in our own head. Worry, doubt, fear. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it is a person, is a woman sitting in her bed with her head in her hands, just completely disheveled. And so here we're really acknowledging the chaos that has been around us, but we're saying, you know what, I can't change it all. The only thing I can do is live in the present, live in this moment, live in the power that is me. And it brings us to the Three of Cups. There's an energy here where it's like there's almost a fear of celebration. There's a fear of celebration. There's a fear, and that's what's coming through very strongly here. It's a fear of celebration. It's a fear of happiness. It's a fear of connection, because what if everything falls apart? Or what if, it isn't appropriate right now? What if? And Spirit is saying here, raise your glass with those who love you, with those who care for you, because that's what we need to connect with during this time. That's the energy that we need to bring up in this world. And it's even at work, it's at home. I mean, that's just going to be so important for us, Aquarius, because we feel things so deeply and we are so innately creative and instinctual. So here, just, yeah. Okay. We have the Ten of Pentacles, prosperity and success. The Queen of Cups, water sign energy. There's a real healing coming forward. There's also, and the Seven of Cups, there's dreams that we're really starting to realize. But there's somebody in our life here who's a calming, beautiful influence. This person really does settle us. It is a sense of, feeling more comfortable within our own skin. Now, it can be that we find this person on social media, or, we talk to this person, in real life. It doesn't matter where this inspiration comes from, because our world is so interconnected and we can find inspiration everywhere. But this is a person with a lovely heart and a lovely way of sharing and connecting and bringing the beauty forward. And that's going to be what inspires us in our own work, in our own selves, to really sit in that emotional energy and really let it move forward. Because there's going to be almost a sense like we get charged, our battery gets charged, and then people around us, kind of flock to us and are like, oh my gosh, Aquarius, and they're going to ask us for ideas, inspirations, there's going to be compliments on a scarf or some sort of draping, and that's for a very specific person, but it's like it drapes and somebody's going to be very taken by that. So just being aware of that during this time is going to be very important. Yeah. There's also a color of blue that's coming in, like a teal. So that's also going to be very inspiring. Just the color. Okay. And again, for somebody here, that's a very specific message. But there is the sense of the lightening of the heart. And as the heart lightens, actually it's the dreams that come forward. It's like the insight that comes forward, the ideas that come forward. And it brings us to a place of prosperity and success and a completion of a cycle when it comes to our wealth and what we value as much as money and what we want within our lives and how we're trying to build things forward. So there's this real sense of inspiration and beauty and connection and grounding and, a real sense of development into what we want and where it is that we want to be. But there's a blessing that comes forward and it's like eureka. It's like, yes, I have it, jackpot. This is mine. And it's so dear to us during this time. It's so important for our hearts that it just, I mean, I have the biggest smile on my face. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's such a sense of calm and of peace. And it's like, I've aired out what needs to be aired out. I've refreshed what needs to be refreshed. And now there's power within me because of this. It moves us to the energy that we need to be, the subconscious energy we need to be mindful of. Aquarius, it's us getting in our own heads and in our own way. And we can see that in the cards, that we will have that tendency during this time because we can feel things so intensely and everything's so intense. So just being really mindful of this. And it's walking away from things that are upsetting. It's turning off the TV. It's walking away from things if we can, because we need to also think of our own personal health. So just being mindful of that. It's not being cold. It's not being callous. It's not being ignorant. Okay. It's having that compassion, but it's also making sure that we are grounded. That's going to be really important, Aquarius. And then we have the Earth Star Chakra, which is located 6 inches below our feet. This is the Mother Earth. This is the healing, beautiful energy from the earth. This is getting outside. If it's getting warmer where you are, this is, looking at the plants that are budding. This is beauty coming forward. If the season is changing towards, the fall, it is being able to be in that crisp air, So here it is a real sense of beauty and a real sense of connection with the earth that's going to be so powerful for us all. It brings us then to the Death card. There's such a sense of rebirth here, of rebirth and re-innovation. We're looking at things so differently and we're feeling like, wow, I've just stepped into a new world, a new sense of self, a new sense of power and instinct. And it brings us then, with that transformation, there's a transformation of ideas that come forward. It brings us to the King of Wands. The King of Wands is passion and creativity. We're definitely taking that gift, that inspiration that comes because we have the wands right here, right? The Ace of Wands. So we're taking that gift. We're being transformed. Transformation is very important for us during this time, stepping in a way and stepping out of a box, stepping forward in a way that's inspiring, that's beautiful, that's, that just uplifts us so powerfully. And this is around our career. This is around our instincts. This is around our ideas. It moves us then to the Two of Cups. And this is love, this is connection, this is unity, this is healing that comes forward. And it's like as we intertwine, this is the Minor Arcana Lovers card. We're healing from so much that has been holding us back, so much that has been making us doubt or fear or feel overwhelmed. And so that healing comes forward and it's just like, oh, now I can breathe type of thing. And then it brings us to the Page of Swords. There is such innovation, there's such insight. We are a student and we are taking in so much. We are represented by the swords in the Minor Arcana, by the star in the Major Arcana. We are a student of our creation, of what we desire, what we want. We're also embracing that youthful, creative, childlike wonderment, and we're really letting it shine forward, connecting us with our inner child, our heart chakra. All right, Aquarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the intensity of ourselves and of also the energy that's flowing through us, because we have so much that's coming forward during this time. Channeling it, honing it, moving it into a creative, marketable marketplace is going to be so life-changing for us to harness that energy and really see ourselves. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the intensity that is us. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius.